And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
We got this. At their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly.
It's a foot race. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, this is Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Ready? 50 seconds of mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 30 seconds of mic. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Haskins on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, it's Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up a throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Robinson with a big catch. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Haskins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Haskins, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter, Elliott. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Hey, Echo, aim to start. Go. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Bravo.
They're going to look to throw. Robinson's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Set, ready? 8, read. Check with the stick. Hey, Haywood. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Haskins will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A third down gain of 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. They'll look to throw again to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Haskins looking to throw on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Haskins on first down. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, once again, the Redskins breaking the huddle and going for 2. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, it's Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the gun now on third down. It's complete to Robinson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Three quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Geis. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st down, here's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken it around the 40. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 49 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by one more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now.